Hi everyone and welcome. Today this presentation is going to talk about the impact of using technology in teaching English as a second language. So let's get started with the introduction of this presentation. In the introduction, I'm gonna say, of course, it's well known that our new life is highly affected by the era of information technology, and technology plays an important role in today's human society development. So, based on this fact, it's indispensable to take advantage of the modern technological facilities in aiding the task of English language education. Students trying to learn English as a second language need further language support. They need to practice in hearing language, reading language, speaking language, and also writing language in order to develop their experience and skills. So, for doing such tasks, they are in need of using various tools which can help them learn the language easily and effectively. The effect of technology has become huge in teaching and learning the language in addition to the instructor's role. In other words, the role of the instructor together with the role of the technology can lead to advanced learning results. Now, after we have taken the introduction, let's now move to take a historical background about this presentation. So, technology and English language education are related to each other. During the 60s and 70s of the last century, English language learning laboratories were being used in various educational institutions. The traditional language laboratory was consisted of a number of small cabinets provided with a cassette deck and a microphone and a headphone for each student. Teachers use a central control panel to monitor their students' interactions. The main advantage of that type of technology was that verbal behavior of students would help them to quickly learn the second language. The students' skills can be enhanced by encountering more practical drill problems. Although the language laboratory was a positive step in linking technology and language education, this technique was actually tedious and boring for learners. Also, there were minimal interactions between the teacher and his students. So this is a picture of Cassidy and the headphones and the microphone that students and teachers were using inside the laboratory of learning second language. So now, after we introduced some historical background about this presentation, now we can move to the skills of English language that each student should learn to acquire the second language or to learn the second language. We mean by English language skills the development of the main parts or elements of the language which are speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Each language, subject, or area has different educational tools that are likely suited with it. The use of several technical tools has a significant effect on the learning process of each area of the language. So, English language skills are classified as input skills and output skills, as shown in figure 1 in the following page. In this figure, we have at the top the English language skills. So, on the left, we have the input skills, Input skills here means what students get from the language. They get language by listening, they get language by reading. So first students should get the language, should listen, and should read. This is the first thing that students should do when they want to acquire second language. They have to listen, they have to read before speaking and writing. On the right, we have output skills. Output skills like speaking and writing. Speaking and writing can be learned after listening and reading. So students, after they listen and read, they will become speak and writing. It will be easy for them to speak and writing after they listen and read. Now, in the following sections, it will be focused on the effect of using technology with each of the English language skills. The first skill we have here is listening. Listening is defined as the process of identifying and understanding the speech of the speakers. It involves understanding the speaker's accent or pronunciation, speaker's grammar and vocabulary, and comprehension of meaning. The listener should be capable of doing these four things at the same time. Therefore, listening is very important in the process of second language education. Listening is considered as a principal language skill. Through listening, people can acquire a large portion of their education, their information, their ideas, and their understanding of the world. As an input skill, listening plays a vital role in students' language development. There are several technical ways for improving the listening capability of the EALL student, which are summarized below. So, students can improve their listening capability by using the computers or listening to broadcasting, or they can use CD players, and also the last one, they can use tab recorders. Now we have another input skill of language, which is reading. So reading is the process of understanding a written text by the learner. It is an important input skill which depends on the vocabulary and background knowledge of the learner in the second language. During the reading process, the English language learner can improve his vocabulary and terms, acquire new information and ideas, and enhance his real-world knowledge. Several methods can be utilized to improve the reading ability of the learner through the use of technology. Some of them are summarized below. The first one, they can use the computer reading-based programs, or they can use of multimedia software, or they can browse the internet, or use the electronic dictionaries. Now we have an output skill, which we call it speaking. Human communication can be taken place between the speaker and the listener if only they understand each other. Both speaker and listener has a positive function to perform in simple terms. The speaker has to convert his message into spoken language, while the listener has to understand and analyze the language of the speaker. Inserting technology in learning English language speaking can take several forms as indicated in the following sections. The first one, they can use of the internet voice chatting, or they can use speech synthesis programs. The last skill, which is also output, is writing. The writing process can be very difficult for learners of English language, as they must do tasks like generating ideas, organization, and perfect use of grammar and vocabulary. Some of the technical ways for improving the writing skills for the ELL student are listed below. The first one, they can use the computers, or they can write emails, or they can use the internet text chatting. So thanks for watching.